Hey everyone, and welcome to today's episode of the Love and Light Show, where your special guest is Kaleena Lawless, and I'm super excited for this episode, so much so that I can't even say words, because we're talking about dancing and self-love and self-care and building your confidence. We're talking about belly dance, which I love and took from Kaleena last year and was super awesome and amazing, and highly recommend everyone who's like feeling called to take it, take it. We're also going to be talking about ecstatic dance and the benefits of that, how dancing can get you more comfortable in your body, more confident, and you won't be worried about like those last 5 pounds. You'll be like loving the body that you're in and everything about your current body. So I'm so excited to dive deep into this today and to also shout out our first ever ecstatic dance in St. John. So I'm super excited about that. That's going to be in St. John on the west side on Main Street this Saturday at 7:30. I was going to say Atlantic, but it's only Atlantic because we're in St. John. I'm so used to converting my times. 7:30 to 9:30 on On My Soul and Journey in St. John. So I'm super excited to be launching that with the beautiful Kaleena and inviting all of you wonderful people to that. So I put that event description in the description above this. So if you guys want, you can click on it right now and buy your tickets. We are so excited about people who are already like jumping at it and super excited that we're bringing it here, and like people from like Fredericton are coming down. So we're like unbelievably excited to be bringing Next Level Dance to St. John. And I'm Laura McPhee. I'm a joyful goddess. I'm a speaker, healer, and life coach, and I love guiding women through all things self-love, self-care, and sexual empowerment, so we can all be living the ideal dream lives that we all deeply desire, and that we can be happy and healthy and fulfilled and blissful and ecstatic in our regular everyday lives. So I'm super excited that dancing just goes right in with that. I started dancing earlier in 2019 as like a regular practice for myself, and I felt super awesome and really blissful and euphoric and like awesome, just adding that into my like daily practice. And I started like adding it to my stories, and other people have been inspired, and it got this incredible like manifestation of us like just connecting, and then everyone's been so interested, and the place lined up and everything lined up so amazing for this. So if you're in the St. John / New Brunswick area, we definitely encourage you to come dance with us. It'll be so much fun. And say hi to us as you're joining live. Faith is saying, hello, ladies. I just finished dancing. Yay, that's so awesome. And Mark's joining us live. Hey, Laura. Awesome. Hi, Mark. I hope you're having an awesome day so far. And this is the Love and Light Show, where every Monday typically, but we're getting so many awesome light workers and healers and badass spiritual entrepreneurs that we're actually doing a lot of Wednesday bonus shows. So Mondays and Wednesdays now at 1 Atlantic, 12 Eastern, 9 Pacific. Different people come through to share their light with the world, their message and their truth and their love and their different healing modalities and experiences and dancing and all kinds of awesome stuff that you can add into your life that'll make you feel a little bit happier or a little bit better or move you forward on your healing journey, so you can be that better version of yourself first and foremost. And then you can also share it with the people around you. So if you feel like you have someone in your life right now who needs some dancing, we're going to do a little experience at the end too. So I'm super excited for that. We're going to do find your groove moving meditation. So I'm super excited for that. If you have any friends who definitely need more dance and like high vibe energy in their life, tag them here, share it out with your network so that people can get that awesome energy into their life. And Kaleena is a belly dance instructor and a ecstatic dance facilitator. So I'm super excited to have you on today. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks for having me, Laura.
You're welcome. Yay! And can you explain a little bit about how you got into dancing and how that journey's been for you?
Yeah, of course. So I started belly dancing almost 10 years ago. My mother and I, we have a birthday a day apart. So
Awesome.
one year she surprised me with belly dance classes for our
Mm-hmm.
birthdays. She
Very
had,
cool.
yeah, she lived an hour away from me. I lived in Toronto, and she would drive down every week. So it was like a
Mm,
bonding experience and my first introduction to how belly dance is a bonding experience and a
yes.
community, um, mostly for women and some men.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, we danced together for a year and a half before she was overtaken by the Zumba craze, and I stuck with it. And over the years, it really opened me up to learning about myself, body awareness.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty shy and introverted. I used to have a lot of social anxiety. So once I was dancing in front of people, I felt like I could do anything. It gave me a feeling
Yes.
of invincibility, uh,
Mm-hmm.
a lot of inner power.
Mm.
And also, one of my intros to belly dance was I came in as a personal trainer. So I was
Mhm.
like really like muscle, low body fat. And, I'd be doing the moves and, like it was hard to make them happen.
Mhm.
And over the years of dancing, I just, got a little bit more, not so uptight about my regimens. And I
Mhm.
guess I was putting on a little bit of weight, but not really noticing. And
Mhm.
all of a sudden, the moves were like looking so much juicier and,
Yes.
like really lovely and elegant. And I was like, okay, so this celebrates, all body types and especially body
Yes.
types that have a little bit more padding, like this looks really good,
Mhm.
when you're not like very low body fat. And,
Mhm.
in our society, like we strive to be that, ripped, and that's awesome and that looks great. But it
Mhm.
also celebrates, when, you know, the jiggle is nice.
Yes, definitely.
Very beautiful when that happens.
Mhm.
And that's also another thing. Like, I used to be, and I still am, pretty tomboyish, and belly dancing really connects me to the power of the feminine.
Yes.
So
I
like,
love that aspect of it so
you know,
much.
I still like all of my, like boyish interests, but I also like, I've really embraced the beauty of being a woman and,
Mhm.
connecting to like the divine feminine. That's been very
Yes.
important to me and my personal growth.
Mhm. I love that, and Faith is saying, "Yes!" And I've definitely found that in my practice too, like, dancing, belly dancing, like, all kinds of movement has really gotten me into my body more, and I feel like so many women have that in themselves where they're disconnected, and having this beautiful dance allows us to go back inward and to, like, flow and to, like, just, like, trust our bodies and reconnect, and I love that.
Yes, and belly dance is, it's very sensual.
Mhm,
So
definitely.
it really makes you feel good about yourself. It gives you
Mhm.
confidence. It, makes you feel very, very relaxed and powerful at the same time. Strong and
Yes.
soft. There's a lot of good contrast there.
Mhm. Yeah. And then Faith said, "I can so relate to the tomboy, Kaleena." Awesome. And I love that too, because like before I was saying that when I would dance, I'd always have something in my hand. Like I'd always be drinking water or have a glass there because I didn't know what to do with my hands. So like every once in a while when the awesome parts of the song was good go, I'd be like one hand, but I wouldn't know how to do anything with my hands. But when I did belly dancing right before I went to date with Destiny last year, like I was dancing and I was using all my movements. Oh, you can't really see when my arms go out super far, but I was doing fun things. It's like, woo. Anyway, but that gave me so much more confidence in my ability to just move with my body and feel what feels good. And it gave me a ton of like self-confidence for dancing in my like public domain of Facebook. And all that came from belly dance, which I'm so appreciative of.
Awesome. I'm so happy to
Mhm.
hear that.
Yay.
It's actually interesting because, like dance is fundamental to the human
Mhm.
experience, and
Yeah.
our culture, like our, like typical North American culture is like so disconnected from
Mhm.
that human experience. Like,
Yeah.
babies hear music and their instinct is to start bopping around. You hear a
Yes.
song that you hate and you're still tapping to it. Like we love
Mhm.
music. We want to move to music. We just need to
Mhm.
reconnect with the beat and our rhythm.
Yes. And not be afraid to look weird or awkward or whatever. Like every move is a good move. Like there's no bad moves.
Yeah, and that's like a big part of the ecstatic dance experience where
Mhm.
you're just moving through space. You're
Yes. I
not
love that.
not busting out your best moves or any moves, really. You're just letting the music take you.
I love that. So for anyone who's not familiar with the static dance, what is it? What are the benefits of it?
Like the term ecstatic is just expressing overwhelming joy and happiness. So we're
Yes.
dancing to achieve heightened levels of happiness and joy.
Yes. I love it.
Everybody has this like-minded goal in the same room. We're feeding off each other's energy. And
Mhm.
ecstatic dance, you attain a trance-like experience.
Mhm.
And through this, it can be very healing. It can remove blocks. It
Mm-hmm.
can push out negative emotions.
Mm-hmm.
Um, when you shift the outside of your body, you also shift the inside of your body.
Yes.
I actually heard that today from my friend Serena, and I was like, exactly.
Amazing. Love it.
Exactly. We're shifting inside by moving
Hmm.
our outside.
Yes. So,
Uh, when we dance and when we move, we release endorphins. So that's like there's like a natural, high, if you will,
hmm
and it brings us comfort. It brings us happiness, fun, feelings
yes.
of being powerful.
Hmm
So like this one experience in the room on Saturday night will carry with you for weeks.
hmm
You know, it's also great exercise. Dancing
hmm
for 1 hour, 400 calories.
Yes.
So like, so you're gonna want to go home and relax and take a bath.
hmm I love it. And it's 2 hours, guys, so double
Yeah,
that.
totally. Yes. Yeah, like there are other cultures that have ecstatic dance or trance dance, and there's different
hmm
kinds. Like in the Middle East and North Africa, there's a ceremony called the Zar, and that's just like shaking for women, and that's
hmm
almost like a personal exorcism. Like they're just getting rid of like bad feelings or mental illness. It's like to live drumming,
hmm
and they shake or roll around on the floor or just do whatever they have to do to get it out.
hmm
There's also an ecstatic dance called whirling that originated in Turkey, and they just spin and spin and spin, and they say that that helps them connect with God or the divine.
hmm
So, cultures all over the world have trance dance for different spiritual and personal purposes.
And our body is so powerful. And I feel like, as again, a culture, we've gotten away from that. But people will be like, I went to this like meditation or this yoga practice and I like just cried after. And it's like, because we have stuff that's physically stored in our bodies and you can move it out of you. And that's one of the funnest ways. Like, I sometimes super love and enjoy my 20-minute meditations. What I love a lot more is dancing for 20 minutes and getting a ton of downloads and being like, ooh, I'm going to do that. Ooh, I'm going to do this. And then my whole day flows super well together because I'm in such a high vibration state and I get myself there through dance.
Yeah, no, I totally agree. And like I do still in seated meditation, but like my
Mm-hmm.
preference is the moving meditation and the dance because
Yes.
I like to move and I
Me
feel
too.
from it.
Awesome. And Faith said that it's hard for me to not be rigid when I try to belly dance. Are there any tips for being more flexible?
Uh, yes, stick around for the moving meditation because there's some of
Awesome.
and like how to move your body in different directions. And I think
Mhm.
a lot of it is just letting go and relaxation. Like if
Yes.
you've done belly dance or any kind of dance, as soon as you start to think about it too much or get nervous, everything tightens up and you become really inflexible. But take some breaths, just relax, let your body feel a little bit heavy, and
Mm-hmm.
that should actually help to, get you moving more fluidly and getting more into like a flow without, your mind telling you that you're not doing a good job or
Right.
what you're doing.
hmm That inner critic is so mean. Let's
Yes, it
build up
is.
the self love and be like, everything I'm doing is exactly what I need to do right now, and it's perfect for my body. And that just like mindset of being gentle will relax you in and of itself because then there's no right and no wrong. You're just moving and allowing yourself to be expressive. And she said, yep. Okay, thanks. Awesome. Glad that that's resonating with you. So, a static dance, what kind of music should people expect? Because I know that tends to be our biggest question that we get over and over. So, just to set the story straight, what kind of music should they expect?
So the music, it starts more slow and more meditative, and then it
Mhm.
builds into more of like dance music, electronic trance music, and then it comes back down into that meditative state. we are careful about lyrics. Like there's not a lot of lyrics that are about like drugs and drinking just because we're not going
Mhm.
for that, you know? So
Right.
there's a lot of songs like I love, like I'm driving in my truck, like just
Mhm.
that just wouldn't be there because it doesn't suit the energy of what we're trying to create. So
Mhm.
just expect music that's, you know, high energy, you know, lots of good beats for like the really the high peak point of the event.
Mhm.
Just stuff that really will let you like trance and let go of your
Mhm.
inhibitions.
Yes. And just to be clear, guys, it is a drug and alcohol-free event. It's like
Yes.
that natural high. So we're getting that
We're,
natural like joy in our own lives.
yeah, there's so many opportunities to, you know, do the usual, you know, drinking at the club. So this is the alternative.
Yes,
So,
exactly. So I'm super excited for that. And it's also like no talking on the dance floor, which is new for a lot of people, but we
yeah.
will have a separate room that people can go into and talk if they need to or if they're feeling called to.
Yeah. And yeah, one of the
Awesome.
reasons for that is we just want like that dance energy and we want people to, you know, communicate through their dancing and their
Hmm.
bodies rather
Yeah.
than talking. And, you know, it can just be a little bit distracting if you're like in a trance state and somebody's having a conversation. So it's just to be
Hmm.
respectful of the participants in the room. But yes, there
Yes.
will be a separate area to go and have a little chat.
I love that. And my first experience with this type of dance was last summer in Florida, and we did like a 5 rhythm experience where like there wasn't any talking and you had to like say hi to people with your hands, and like they kind of like started it off by like guiding us through it because everyone was like, this is brand new, what's happening? So it was like very cool to like get to a point where you could connect to another human being through the dance and through the movements instead of by saying hi like you typically would. And I found that by everyone getting into their own states and just like literally there, it was a judgment free room, everyone was just loving how they were moving. It was just like different beats and different songs like we're going to have at our event. And it's so cool because I've never experienced that loving energy of like a judgment free zone in such a safe space with everyone experiencing the similar type of like euphoria and bliss and joy from dance and just from moving and connecting with our own bodies and then being in an energy where everyone was experiencing the same thing. Like it was the most loving energy that I had ever experienced in my life. Super awesome thing happened right after that. And I'm like, this is the only vibration I'm living in. I'm like, I'm going to like travel the world and find my bigger communities to like have this in because I need this in my life. So like literally guys, I came home and I shut down my offices because I'm like I need to like travel and like get this in my life more. So I'm super excited that we're actually
That's
bringing it to
awesome.
St. John.
Yeah, I think it's awesome that like we need to communicate and express ourselves like through our bodies. You know, like
Yes. Hmm.
that's why we have these things.
Exactly. And we can do so much with them. So do you want to get us into that awesome movement meditation and maybe explain a little bit about what we're doing?
Absolutely. So this is just a short movement meditation. So
Hmm.
this is just to find the beat in your body and just to connect with music.
Hmm.
And just it's like a good way to just, you know, like shake out or fluff out your inhibitions or blocks.
Hmm.
And you can do this, you can repeat this for as long as you want. So
Awesome.
just push my chair out of the way, I'll put on the music and we'll just get right into it.
Awesome.
All right.
Well, I should probably take out my headset because otherwise I'll be attached to the thing.
Yeah, join in. Okay.
Okay, so everyone at home, you have to be doing this. So, like, take a little second, clear your space,
Mhm.
and we're all going to be moving.
Okay. Can you hear that music okay?
I
All
can.
right. So we're going to start just bouncing our heels. Bounce, 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 bounce. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more time. Bounce, 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 bounce. bounce, 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 bounce. Now we're gonna pick up the speed. Bounce, 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 bounce. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. In. And exhale. So we're gonna keep this bounce. And now we're gonna think about leaning side to side. 4 and 4. So we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Arms. Bounce, 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 bounce. Arms. Now we're gonna go 2. So we're gonna go 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Now 1, 1, 1, 1. You can twist it. You can throw your hair around a bit. Put your hands up. So we're gonna go right back to the beginning again. 1, 1, 1, 1. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And up to speed again. Bounce, 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 bounce. So now that you're finding the beat in your feet, start trying to like move your shoulders with it. Turn, groove a bit with it. You can also think about like lifting your feet, taking steps. So we're gonna do that 4 again. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll do the arms. One, 2, 3, 4. Bounce, 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 and 2. 2, 2, 2, 2. And 1. Bounce, 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 bounce. We're gonna keep the bounce and just flick away negative energy. And we're done. Yeah, so that was just a little intro to finding the beat and the groove and just moving.
Thank you
So that's pretty easy to do if you've like never.
Pardon?
I said that's like just something that's easy to do if you've like never danced a day in your life before, just bouncing your heels or stepping to the beat and then trying to move your arms on top of it.
I love that. And see, guys, like you can just follow along and just get a little bit looser and a little bit looser with it and just like enjoy your body and it's like no judgment. Just whatever you feel like doing.
And that sort of thing can really be built on.
Exactly. So yeah, let us know how that felt for you guys. I definitely feel a lot warmer and like I was bouncing on my like heels the whole time and I'm like, ooh, my muscles like very warm now. It's definitely feeling it. It's a really awesome exercise. Like don't take that for granted. It's like the fun exercise. Awesome. So how can people find you after the show? What different places can they find you?
So I teach 3 times a week between 139 Prince Edward Street uptown and Oh My Soul and Journey 25 Main Street West. I'm also available for workshops, birthday parties, bachelorettes, performances at events and fundraisers. I'm going to be speaking at KV High School tomorrow and doing this exercise and performing. And so, yeah, like you can get me to speak or dance anywhere.
Very cool. I love that. And I did put your Luna belly dance in the description so that people can find you there and like your page. So that'll be fun. So I highly encourage you guys, especially if you're in this local St. John area, to check her out, to be called to one of the belly dance classes and add another thing to your coin belt where you can just like enjoy your body more. And like, I really liked it for the confidence in my body and to deepen that feminine energy and to get more comfortable with my goddess energy and expand in all that kind of awesome places. So I really highly recommend it. And I definitely recommend that you guys come join us this Saturday, 7:30 to 9:30. And it's the exact, like, come for 7:30 because that's the whole experience. It's not like a drop-in kind of thing. It's kind of like yoga. You don't drop into yoga. It's the whole build and come back down of that like moving meditation, whole energetic experience that you're going to get from being on time. So yeah, I'm super excited for that on Saturday. I'll definitely put the link in the description. It's up there already, but I'll put it in the comments for anyone who's joining later. And yeah, we're super excited to see everyone at our first grand opening lunch.
Super excited.
So thank you so much for joining us today. If you guys feel that someone in your family or community or love life needs awesome dance in their life, you just want to like play with the dance with them, I highly encourage you to share it out, tag a friend, share it with them however you feel called, and definitely keep making the Love and Light Show a weekly part of your life, usually Mondays, sometimes Wednesdays. We always have a Monday episode though. So at 1 Atlantic, 12 Eastern, 9 Pacific, and I'm super excited to see you guys this weekend dancing. Have an awesome week. Bye.